Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, grade 9. Hello, Milana. Hope you're well in this gloomy autumn day. Good afternoon, Karina. Well, good afternoon, Adele. Hello, Chopanai. I'm very happy as you're here with me today, and let's start our lesson. I am okay. Yeah, a little bit sad because unfortunately we don't have a chance to meet, but still I'm fine. Right, so let's try to open our presentation. Yeah, here we are. Today we have Unit 2, and we are going to talk about marriage. Interesting topic. I think it's interesting to find out your point of view to some topics we're going to talk about and discuss it, and to see your reaction, to see your opinion, to see and to understand maybe your points of view in regards of this question, because it's very interesting. Arranged marriage, love marriage, and all these interesting things we are going to talk about. So today we will, oops, do you hear my presentation? Do you see it? Yeah. So today we will read the text, Eldar. Learning to Love. It's page 20 of your student's book. If you open your student's book, it's page 20, the colorful picture. And after reading and listening, we will listen and match. So we have some exercises in regards of it. From the grammar side, we will talk about present perfect and usage of for and since in this tense. It's page 21. So let's start. Let's go ahead. I decided to put the text on the screen so it will be easier for you to listen and to read at the same time. Please pay attention to different points of view. The first speaker will talk about arranged marriage. By the way, how to understand the meaning arranged marriage? What is it? Arranged marriage. I don't see a chat here. What is arranged marriage? Do you have any idea, any clue? What is arranged marriage? Sorry. So when the parents, when the elders decide that two young people, the couple must get married, and the second opinion, second point of view is about love marriage. So let's listen to the topic. Are you ready to listen? Please underline the words you don't know or you don't understand. We can discuss them. Ready? Hello? And that? Okay.
To love. How would you feel if your parents chose your partner? In some cultures, parents choose a future husband or wife for their children and then organize a wedding. The reasons for these arranged marriages are complicated, but they're usually connected with status, traditions, and money. This affects some young people in Britain, but they don't all agree with the practice. I want to wait until the time is right.
There's a girl I like. I've known her since August, when we met on holiday. I'm not thinking of telling my parents yet, because it's nothing serious, but I'm not sure that they will understand if I bring a girlfriend home. I think that may be a problem in the future. My parents come from a country where families choose a partner for their sons and daughters. They introduced me to a girl from a good family recently. I hadn't met her before, so she came to our house with her mother and father. It was a very formal occasion because they all think that this girl will be my future wife, but we didn't have anything in common. I'm 16 and I don't want to get married to anyone at the moment. I want to wait until the time is right and choose my future partner myself. It's difficult because I respect my parents and I don't want to upset them.
All relationships require commitment.
I used to think that love marriages were better than arranged marriages, but I've changed my mind recently. I've met people who were happy in arranged marriages. Maybe they weren't in love when they got married, but with time, they've learnt to love and respect their partners. On the other hand, some people who are in love marriages split up. They've been with their partners for years, but they fall out, and their marriages end in failure. I think a relationship needs commitment. Love isn't enough on its own. The couple must be understanding and patient and build up their relationship over time. People can't just fall in love, get married, and hope that everything will be perfect forever. That only happens in films.
So we have two opposite points of view. Imran, he thinks that the best thing to get married being in love. But what comes to Samina, she has changed her mind and she thinks that arranged marriage is better than to get married being in love. And she says that it's quite difficult to get married being in love. You can face lots of problems. You can just split up later. So what is your point of view? What do you think? Are you agree with Imran or you prefer point of view offered by Samina? Imran, Eldar, real gentleman. Samina, she's wrong, says Chalpanai. Why do you think she's wrong, Chalpanai? Okay, Denise thinks that to get married to the best friend is the best thing. Yes, first of all, you have to be friends, and it's good. Yeah, so I'm agree with Eldar. He doesn't think that forced marriage is a good idea. Probably you will not be able to understand the partner or to have the same point of views or to love something that she or he loves. And it's quite difficult to respect the person you don't understand, right? So you would think that the bad thing to get married being in love. Well, I really wish you to find the right person then. Oh, Chalpanan, that's a good point of view. So, well, exercise number 2, the same page. For real though, real love, it's very rare. You can rare find this, but yeah, it happens sometimes. But you have to be more patient and don't be in rush. Find the person, get to know him or her, and then yeah, you can build a good relationship. So we have some sentences and we have to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, true and false. The first one, in arranged marriage, the parents of the future couple organize the wedding. Eldar thinks it's true. Mirsaid thinks it's true as well. True, guys. Yeah, so young couple, they don't have a right to argue. They have to agree what the elders say. So you don't have your point of view. No voice, no chance. Imran hasn't told his parents about the girl he met on holiday. Yes, he doesn't want to say about that because he doesn't think it's real, it's something serious, but yeah, he doesn't want to get married so early as his parents wish. Imran got on well with the girl his parents introduced to him. Why do you think it's false, Imran, Min Said, Anil? Ladies, gentlemen, why do you think it's wrong? What did he say? They don't have anything in common. They don't have, yes, they don't have common interest. They're absolutely different. It's false. Imran wants to marry the girl he met on holiday when the time is right. Yeah. How old was Imran? How old is him? I think he's younger, Adil. He's 16. Yes, he is 16. Samina thinks that arranged marriages don't work as well as love marriages. False. It's vice versa. She thinks that arranged marriage is better than love marriage. That's false. That's right. Samina thinks that the relationship needs more than love for it to last. That's true. But I think any kind of relationship needs a lot of efforts, right? Even if you're in love, you still have to be patient. If the marriage is arranged, you also have to be patient. Samina says that perfect relationship only exists in films. That's true, but I don't think she's right. Yeah, we can meet perfect relationship in our present life as well. Next, build up your vocabulary. Well, this is something different from what we did before. We have to put the preposition here, and this verbs and preposition, they have a meaning. Agree with that says yes. He sometimes doesn't agree with me. That's absolutely true. I'm thinking going to the party. Yes, thinking of something. It's not think about something, like think of going. I'm thinking of buying something. I'm thinking of changing the country where I live, or I'm thinking about thinking of changing the work. So it's off, always off. She comes to Rome, right? We don't use in, we use to. Come to Rome, come to Moscow, come to New York. It's not in, yeah? When we say in, it means we're inside the subject. In. Oh, she comes from to as well, and comes from as well. Even me, I'm wrong. Sorry. My cousin got married. Naps. Eldar, are you sure? Are you sure it's with? Are you sure on? It's to. To get married to. It's not with. It's to. Yeah. So you have to remember that married always used with to preposition. My cousin got married to a chief. The match ended with victory for the all. It's in. The match ends in victory. In. Remember that well. Just please keep in your mind these two words. Married to, and the match ended in the victory. Yeah. My brother has fallen. Yeah, that's simple. Very easy. Simple and easy in love. Fall in love. That's true. Fall in love means to be in love very, very much. Yeah, влюбиться в кого. The next one, preposition. Also, verb plus preposition gives the meaning of the word. We sometimes argue about or argue to. What are you arguing about? What do you usually argue about? It's about, that's right. What are you argue about? What do you argue? Sorry. I argue about, I never argue about politics and religion. Never. It's not good. Shape of the earth. So you think it's flat, Ildar? Do you think it's flat? It's difficult to concentrate in or on. Concentrate on the good. It isn't necessary to pay off or to pay for. To pay attention to, but to pay for. I once dreamed about, or I once dreamed with. It cannot be with. It's always dreaming about. Yes, I dream about nice weather this year. I don't believe of or in. What do you believe in? In. Yes, Adam. I try to, or I try for. Good at that. So, well, at home, I would like you to finish this exercise and give me your own sentences using these verbs and prepositions. So it will be interesting for me to find out your point of view. It's just a revision. Last time we spoke about present perfect simple. So we spoke that present perfect, it's the result of something that happened in the past. Yeah, he has washed his car. Do you remember? Yes. So something happened in the past and we have the result of the action in the present. Also, present perfect we use when we talk about the action that is over recently. Do you remember this? She has just had a lunch, or he has just finished his lunch. So something happened recently, and we also are talking about the result. All right, and do you remember the third option? When do we use present perfect? We spoke about that last time. No? We speak about experience someone had or hadn't in the past. For example, he has flown a plane, but he has never tried bungee jumping. So two different experiences. And we can use words like for and since in present perfect. So this is quite simple. For we use for the longer period. For example, I have lived in Korea for 2 years. I have lived in Korea for 2 years means I still live in Korea and I'm still the citizen of Korea. So I have lived in Korea for 2 years. It's present perfect. We use for in the period of time, for 2 years. So it's present perfect as well. We can use since when we talk about the action that has a starting point, let's say the point in the past, point in time. For example, I have known her since my childhood. Since my childhood. We use since and start of the period. So my childhood is the start point. The start of the point since 2 o'clock. So something happened since 2 o'clock. But this is the two different things. We use for and we use since in present perfect. Yes, we can say in 2000 since 2000. It's the starting point. Yeah. Is it clear? I think it's quite easy to understand that for is the long period and since is the starting point. Right, so let's divide these words, these time expressions, in two parts, since and for. Since last Tuesday, says Eldar, well, since I was 10 or for I was 10. So we cannot say the period of time I was 10 because the action is over. It's since I was 10. Since ages or for ages, well, it's a word combination. It always used like for ages, means the duration of the time. Oh, sorry, it's 2009, I'm sorry. It's for ages, it's a little bit split different. 10 years, for Karina Khan, it's right. For 10 years, the start, since the start of the lesson. Since the start of the lesson. A few minutes. Since a few minutes. I would say for a few minutes. Yeah, since January, so the starting point. And these words are for ages, for a few minutes, for 10 years, for a week. It gives us the duration of the time, duration of the period. So next one, exercise number 3. Also interesting topic to talk about. Well, culture problem. We have to complete it using 4 sentences. Please be attentive. I have known Imran for, yes, I would say for 6 months. We have been good friends since last summer. Jihan, that's good. So since the starting point last summer and up to now we are good friends. Since last summer we have been good friends. We haven't had many arguments since we met. Yes, from that point, or starting point to now, we don't have any kind of argument, but we argued last week. He has been strange with all his friends for a while now. Also, it's word combination. I know it's quite familiar to you. It sounds familiar. It sounds a bell, right? His parents have lived here. Ayturgan. Good. Welcome, Ayturgan. Alan. Yes, Jamila. But they think Imran should have a wife from their culture. He hasn't spoken to me. We fell out. Yes, the time when they fell out, it's the starting point of the present perfect tense. I don't know what I can do. I think that's the problem the girl is facing. Yeah, and the topic is from the girl's side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's your homework. Students' book, page 20, exercise number 5. It's your opinion. If you remember last year, we also wrote the opinion. You have 5 questions here. You have to give me the general idea of the topic. What do you think about arranged marriage and love marriage? So try to answer these questions, but don't give simple answer like yes or no. Just try to describe and give more details of describing your points of view. Exercise number 4, page 21. Complete the sentence with information about you again. So you have to complete the sentences and try to give as more details as possible. So exercise number 5, page 20, and exercise number 4, page 21. Workbook, page 18. Please, if you have any questions in regards of present perfect, you're welcome to contact me anytime. I have the same people contacting me via email. Yeah, I'm very sad that the rest of the students somewhere in the shadow. I don't see their work. I don't see them being attentive at the lesson. It makes me very sad. So one by one, I will try to contact you myself. I mean, those who are not active at the lesson and who don't want to send the home task. Right. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you have a good day. Goodbye.